Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Akil Ahada Aiman bin Akmalawira. This is the video presentation of Integrated Wealth Management. So, this is my table of content: introduction, problem, literary review, theoretical framework, objectives, hypothesis, methodology, implementation, literary review, result, conclusion, and recommendation. Introduction: Integrated Weed Management, or IWM, is a comprehensive approach to controlling and mitigating infestation in fields that incorporates a variety of strategies. Manual pulling is the oldest method for dealing with the problem. However, because of the large expenses and shortage of people, it is laborious and time consuming. Nowadays, most farmers rely on herbicide. However, sustainable agriculture and organic farming necessitate a fundamental rethinking of with technique since chemical residues harm both humans and environment, and many plants develop resistance to harmful chemicals. With a long-term perspective, alternative and integrated weed management methods are the most advantageous solution. Next is direct weed control. Mechanical weed control provides an overview of the range of options and implements available for direct mechanical weed control in field. This management strategy seeks to prevent contamination of planting materials and agricultural areas. It includes purchasing high-quality weed-free seeds, washing equipment, inspecting livestock's hairs and legs, screening irrigation water for weed seed movement. Mechanical weed control. First is manual pulling. Pulling weeds by hand is the single most effective way to remove them because you're eliminating the entire plant roots and all, so it won't have a chance to grow or spread. Setting time aside a few times per week to pull weeds can keep them at bay. Second is plowing. Moldboard plowing of the soil leads to the uprooting and shredding of large weeds that have grown in a field during the fall and the early spring season. Moldboard plowing can also bury the weed seeds deep within the soil where they will not be able to emerge. Moving to the next slide is cultural weed control. Cultural weed management is any strategy that involves managing field conditions such as that weeds are less likely to develop and grow in quantity. It ensures field conditions that are less favorable for non-crops to develop. The given management approach includes planting high adaptive and competitive species, planting big seeds that are likely to produce strong and vibrant plants, crop rotation, field fallowing, use of cover crops, reduction of space between rows, shallow seeding, thus crops can grow faster than other herbs. And last but not least, planting local species that adapt to the natural environment and compete with weeds easier. Next is biological weed control. Biological control or biocontrol is the introduction of a target weed's natural enemies such as insects, mites, and infections in order to lower the weed density to have an acceptable level and keep it there. It uses plant enemies in the environment, thus sheep, tansy flea beetles, and cinnabar moth, all eat tansy ragwort. Grazing is another managerial strategy. Biological control involves introducing pathogens organisms like bacteria and fungus that target certain species. They are varied and can cause harm to different areas of the plant. Chemical weed control. This technique suggests the use of industrial chemical agents to combat infestation. Although this method produces speedy results, it is toxic and harmful to creatures and natural resources. As a result of herbicide resistance, herbicides become more ineffective. Furthermore, chemical applications require expense inputs, especially when employed repeatedly. As a result, it is critical to utilize herbicides with distinct modes of action and formulation. Following the label direction is critical. Next is integrated weed management, or also known as IWM. The advantages of IWM is that it combines different methods of weed control used in agriculture, making the best of the situation. The approach helps to find the most effective and environmentally friendly options and avoid unjustified chemical usage. Aside from the harm herbicide cause to nature, crops, and humans, wheat tends to develop resistance to them. So even repeated use of poisonous substances become a waste and danger. Combining various tactics and developing weed management plans proves to be the most effective approach. They should be cost effective, efficient, requiring little adaptation, and consider the effects on human and nature. Lastly, conclusion. In conclusion, IWM offers a balanced and adaptable strategy to weed management, supporting ecological health, economic viability, and long-term agricultural output. Its success is dependent on the integrated applications of various controls technologies, as well as continual education and innovation in the field. That's all from me. Thank you for your time.